So very good morning to all the CSET aspirants. In today's agenda, we will be discussing about what is the scope of the CSET, what is the scope of the CS along with CA, as well as we will understand what are the subjects that are there as part of your CSET examination. My dear friends, it's a great choice of CA and CS, and it is important to understand CSET as such, Company Secretary Foundation, that is nothing but Company Secretary Foundation. CSET examination is an entry towards becoming a governance professional. It has a huge scope in the entire country. Please understand that first. So whenever we went on to say pursue CS, so many people were like skeptical whether they will be able to do it. It's all theory and things like that. It's very important to understand this course has a lot of opportunity, not only in India but across the globe, because everywhere there is law, and most of the countries are earlier in the past were colonized by the British. So wherever Britishers were there, the jurisprudence that is prevailing today, whether in Africa or many of the Asian countries where British colonies were existing, Sri Lanka or any part of the Asia where colonies were existing, all these places have English jurisprudence, that is British jurisprudence. So when they have British jurisprudence, it is very important to understand law is global. So law is global, and accordingly you can migrate to countries also over a period of time by pursuing law, in fact. So it is very important to understand the jurisprudence point is important, and the law could vary in the procedures, the forms could vary. So understanding the laws is an essential thing to become a global professional. And with when you are pursuing CS, it's very important to understand the basics well. So you, after completing 12th, you are straight entering the company secretaryship course. Many of them have a conflict whether should we enter the company secretaryship course post 12th standard or after BCom. But the ideal choice of the student to enter the company secretary course is immediately after plus 2 examination. Immediately after plus 2 examination. Because early you pass, you get over with your examination, and after that you can build on your professional capability. So it is very important to understand the company secretaryship course has a huge demand in the country. Huge demand. Very less members in the country. Hardly 28,000 to 38,000 members. 30,000 members. 28,000 to 30,000 members are only in India. And think if you are a triple qualified or you have qualified both the institutes, CS, CA and CS, then you are a very few in the entire country. So accordingly, the 360-degree knowledge of law will come from company secretaryship course. In fact, the top paying profession in the country out of the law profession, after the legal profession, is the profession relating to commercial and economic laws. Profession relating to commercial and economic laws. So for example, company law matters, income tax matters, GST matters, FEMA matters, administrative related matters, and which are connected to the business and public sector undertakings. All these commercial laws and economic laws have a huge opportunity, a great opportunity in the country. Please understand, very less professionals who can understand these commercial laws and business laws. So the gateway to enter this opportunity is a company secretaryship course. Please understand, if you are strong in theory, you have an opportunity to clear the company secretaryship course. If you have a good analytical mind as well, you have an opportunity to clear the company secretaryship course, because everything is based on a concept and there is nothing called you need to memorize. Please understand. In company secretaryship course, there is nothing to memorize at all. It is all based on concept. For example, I teach company law. And when I teach company law, post my class, you need not read one more time at home. You just have to revise. That's it. Because the understanding and the 360-degree knowledge of each provision is taught in the class, and A to Z of that every provision is understood by the tycoons here. So my dear friends, it's a great opportunity that you have taken up CSET examination. Moment you have taken up a choice of CSET, you differentiate yourself from the crowd. That's the first step. The second step is passing CSET. Now is CSET a difficult examination? According to me, according to the world, it is a difficult examination. Please understand. So if let's assume you are going to write in July, or you are going to write the subsequent attempt, and after passing you are going to tell your relatives and world at large that you have cleared CSET examination, then they are going to say, wow, you have cleared CS Foundation. It's one of the toughest examination. But for you, it should not be a tough examination because you are undergoing a classes and your guidance program at Tycoon Academy. My dear friends, in CSET, there are 4 subjects. I would request you to take notes while I speak. It's very, very important as a student to take notes. I will also teach you about note taking techniques with our own seniors and other peers who are all studying. In fact, with your juniors as well. They are taking notes better than you and me. So please understand. So accordingly, you must take notes whatever I say, because every word I utter is $1 billion opportunity for you in the future. So my dear friends, there are 4 papers in CSET examination. There are 4 papers in the CSET examination. The 4 papers are: paper 1, business communication; paper 2, legal aptitude and logical reasoning; paper 3 is economic and business environment; paper 4 is current affairs and viva voice. So the 4 papers are: paper 1, business communication; paper 2, legal aptitude and logical reasoning; paper 3, economic and business environment; paper 4, current affairs and viva voice. So these are the 4 papers of your CSET examination. My dear friends, in paper 1, business combination, you have these following chapters. So you write down in paper 1, business communication, the chapter 1 is English, grammar and its usage. So if you have you have undergone an English medium education, so where to use yes, where to use was, where, preposition, adjective, noun, and by the way, that is the most difficult part of learning, because you have to learn the basics again. And when you are going and seeing it, then you will remember all those times of your school when you did not concentrate, you were playing with your friends, and on the you were actually you did not concentrate in the class. Now you are going to read that again. So it is a pleasure to read again, revisit the basic. Seriously, the English is so easy in CSET examination. English is very, very easy in the CSET examination. The first chapter is English grammar and its usage. Second chapter is enriching vocabulary. The third chapter is comprehension of passage and art of summarizing. The third chapter in business communication in CSET paper, the first paper of the CSET, that is CS Foundation, is the third chapter of business communication subject is comprehension of passage and art of summarizing. The fourth chapter of business communication is concept of business communication. Then the fifth chapter is listening skills. Sixth chapter is business correspondence. Seventh chapter is concept of e-correspondence. The seventh chapter is the concept of e-correspondence. Eighth chapter, the concept of common business terminologies. So there are 8 chapters, very easy. These are all very basic, but you are required to read one more time. My dear friends, you know what? The same syllabus only for CAT examination of IIMs as well. Same syllabus only CAT examination also. Same syllabus only even for UPSC examination as well. Can you imagine? But still UPSC is the toughest examination because people don't have a heart to go back and read the basics. They think they know everything, that is a problem. So now you have to go and revisit all the basics of English, and you will do this. And when you do this, first 2 benefits will follow. One benefit is you will get into the jargons of business. Very important, because every jargon is again a $1 million and $1 billion opportunity, because every jargon is a business jargon. You are getting introduced to the business jargon. So when you know the business jargon, so it will be supplementing for your further studies in the company secretary course, And not only company secretary course, if you have taken up CA or CMA, even there the same terminologies will be used. So it will be complementing you for further understanding. It will accelerate you towards your professional course. So this is with respect to paper 1. Let us get into paper 2. Paper 2 of CSET examination is legal aptitude and logical reasoning. 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 Under that, chapter 1 is Indian Constitution. Chapter 2, elements of general law. Under elements of general law, you have two laws. One is Indian Contract Act 1872. Then you have law of torts. Law of torts. So you have A, Indian Contract Act. Under that, elements of general law, you have Indian Contract Act. B, you have law of torts. Then 3, elements of secretarial legislation. Elements of secretarial legislation. Elements of secretarial legislations. So what are the basic legislations for doing secretarial work? Secretarial work is not secretary's work, please understand. Secretarial work means you are a appointed company secretary who take care of the board of directors. The board of directors will function taking guidance from you. Can you imagine? If you are a company secretary, you have an opportunity to interact with the board of directors of the company. Think, if you are a company secretary of Tata, you will interact with Ratan Tata to the board of directors of the company. Did you understand? So you are a secretary to the board in the sense you are not the personal secretary, but you are doing a secretarial registration work of the company's process, wherein how the company should function. I hope you understood. You are the guiding force for the entire board of directors with respect to compliance of secretarial legislation. So that is the reason this chapter is included. This is the most important chapter. Then the fourth important thing, elements of company law. Elements of company law. Elements of company law. The fifth important chapter is logical reasoning. The fifth important chapter is logical reasoning. In this logical reasoning, Surya sir, M. Surya sir, the founder of the Tycoon Academy, he himself will coach you and give strategies for logical reasoning. It's a great opportunity to learn from him because he has been a science student. He was in IIT, he wrote IIT entrance examination and then later came to CA because he got only IIT Dhanbad. But he has hands-on experience in coaching many students on logical reasoning. So logical reasoning is very, very important. Then verbal reasoning. That verbal reasoning also Surya sir will be coaching. Wherever there is a reasoning, wherever there is a calculation, I will not be available. Okay. So please understand, wherever there is a calculation, wherever there is a reasoning, wherever there is analytical, I will not be there. Okay. My area of expertise is only law, interpretation and litigation and advisory work on the tax and the commercial laws. So I have very less exposure, or rather I would say, why I say exposure, I don't have much knowledge on mathematics, statistics, even accounting is to an extent only. Practically I know, when it comes to sum, I don't know. Even if I write foundation along with you, I think I will get lesser marks than you. So I don't want to test anymore. So the institute has tested me more. So accordingly, my area of expertise is economics and tax and business laws and commercial laws, where I will be contributing a lot for your development. Next, the eighth is non-verbal reasoning. Eighth is non-verbal reasoning. Eighth is non-verbal reasoning. Under the legal aptitude and logical reasoning, the eighth chapter is non-verbal reasoning. Now let us go and see the paper 3. Paper 3 has mainly 8 chapters. Paper 3 has mainly 8 chapters. The heading of the subject, the paper 3, is economic and business environment. Economic and business environment. Economic and business environment. Economic and business environment. I repeat, economic and business environment. So economic and business environment means two aspects will be covered. economics part, and you will have business understanding. To understand the business, there are some chapters which will be provided as part of this subject. First chapter is basics of demand and supply and forms of market competition. Basics of demand and supply and forms of market competition. Forms of market competition. 2. National income accounting and related concepts. National income accounting and related concepts. National income accounting and related concepts. Then 3. Indian Union budget. Indian Union budget. My dear friends, before you actually complete your CA course from the Tycoon Academy, CA and CS course, before you complete your CS course and CA course from Tycoon Academy, you will learn the budget process. Not only that, as the finance minister speaks, you will be able to understand the budget of this country. That is a training we also provide in Tycoon Academy. And for your information, your peers who are all integration students can debate with the finance minister today. That is a training I have given in the past 2 years. From the 11th standard onwards, 11th, 12th, they used to attend our budget program, and my budget program is very famous in India, for information. I speak the budget not with local channel alone. I speak budget in national channels. I have given a budget program in Rajya Sabha TV as well before 3 years of the government of India. I speak in the government forums in Chennai as well, in some of the business chambers as well. So by being with me, the students actually come to my business programs. They come as my guests to sit with me in CII meetings and chambers of commerce meetings. So because of that, they understand the budget the way it has to be understood. Moment you are before you complete your professional courses from Tycoon Academy, you will be well versed and you will understand the union budget presentation by the finance minister himself. This is not an easy exercise. This skill is not easy. That you will eventually develop from Tycoon Academy. All your seniors and your peers who are there with us from the integration, they are all experts in analyzing. I would say they are experts in analyzing Indian union budget. That is the kind of skill they possess now. Next, Indian financial market. So this is a very important chapter as well as part of this subject. Indian financial markets, how the primary market functions, how secondary market functions, how do you go for IPO, initial public offer, how do you tap the capital market, how do you go for GDR, global depository receipt, all these concepts. For example, the company functions and company needs capital. The capital can come from the few people, or it can come from the public at large. How do you go and tap the savings of the public which are transformed over a period of time as a capital into the company? So through a stock exchange. So there are regulations with respect to stock exchange, and those ideas are discussed in Indian financial market. Then 5, you are going to come to economy, that is economics. So you are going to discuss about macroeconomic fundamentals, that is the Indian economy. 2, then the 6th chapter is entrepreneurship scenario. So what are the entrepreneurship ideas, how do they form businesses, what is the role of a company secretary, all those things you will understand. Then 7th chapter of this paper is business environment. How does business environment function? What is the value chain? What is the how the value chain is connected to the industry at large? What does the industry stand for? How industry gets the growth? So you will understand all these things from the business environment paper. Finally, key government institutions. You must know list of government institutions in India. Very, very important. SEBI, RBI, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and then you must know Competition Commission of India, you must know Food Corporation of India, you must know government institutions. And beyond everything, in the legal aptitude paper you are reading about Constitution of India. That is the basis of your understanding on the entire law setup in the country. Please understand. Only when you understand the Constitution of India, only when you understand that the Constitution is providing the framework for the legislative, 2, executive, and 3, judiciary, you will be able to appreciate the interplay of the law and how the law will be empowering the citizens in this country. And not only that, you will also understand how it is playing a major role in transformation of the entities in the country. So Constitution of India is a basic thing that need to be understood. I am very sure my integration students know this well. Last class we were discussing an interesting concept of in the Sale of Goods Act with respect to gas, water, electricity, where I went on to analyze not only about the definition of goods under the Sale of Goods Act, I went on to provide an insight onto Article 366, Article 366, Clause 12 of the Constitution of India, and I provided what is the definition of goods, and then I also gave a Supreme Court judgment, and I concluded about the concept of including water, gas, electricity in the Constitution of India, my dear, in the Sale of Goods Act 1930. So whatever is provided in the Constitution will permit you, Constitution will prohibit you, Constitution will be permitting you, Constitution will be prohibiting you. Anything that you do what the Constitution prohibits, then it is unconstitutional. Anything that Constitution allows you to do, it is constitutional. So all the acts in this country will be put for a check whether it is constitutional or unconstitutional. So accordingly, the Constitution blended with economy and the business environment, you will be able to understand well all the nuances of economics as well as business environment. The last paper is Current Affairs and Viva Voice. Current Affairs and Viva Voice. In the Current Affairs paper, there are 4 chapters. In Tycoon Academy, while we teach subjects, you will see that we will discuss about international affairs. We will discuss international affairs as though it is happening in the next door. Okay, as though Xi Jinping or Tsai Ing-wen of Taiwan president is our next door neighbor. That's how we discuss. That's how the international affairs has to be discussed. So this will be discussed over a period of time when we are teaching the subject. So international affairs is a part of your current affairs. So you will be given a set of questions in this study material where international affairs questions also will appear in your examination. Then national affairs. So you will come to know about international affairs from the business perspective, commercial perspective. Then you will learn about national affairs. You will learn about the national affairs. Then the next chapter of the current affairs is the financial affairs. What is happening in the domain of finance, domain of accounting, domain of auditing. So all the accounting, auditing in the finance domain, what is the latest thing happening, current thing happening. So how do you get this knowledge? You get it from the paper. No, you need not read the paper, you read the study material of the Institute of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, CSET study material. You will get the current affairs very clearly. The third chapter of current affairs is political affairs. Very, very important. Political affairs. So this is also essential learning that the company secretary student should have. You all think politics, I am away from politics, sir. No, you are essentially a part of the politics. Your governance laws, your company law regulations, your commercial law regulations, everything is dependent upon the political power at the center and the state. Please understand. It is they who bring all these legislations. In November 2019, Honorable Finance Minister and Honorable Minister for Corporate Affairs, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, brought a regulation where she said, if you don't spend corporate social responsibility, then there is a criminal liability. My dear friends, within 1 month, they reversed the situation. Why? You must know that the representation went from the top corporates in the country. So it is not somebody is donating money and you say if you don't donate, you will be a criminal. What is this we are talking about in the country? So immediately within 1 month they reverse the situation. So you must know political economy is the basis of transformation of the country's regulations and the governance scenario. So you must know the political affairs which is part of this subject. Then legal and other affairs. So in the legal domain also there are a lot of development that are happening. It is very, very important to understand. I always tell my tycoons that law is a knowledge, but the case law of the law is an enlightenment. I hope you understood. So what does the judiciary do with respect to any law? They provide enlightenment. I hope you understood. So knowledge is the law and judicial decisions are enlightenment. knowledge is the law, then notification, circulars and clarification by the department is an enlightenment. If you combine knowledge and enlightenment, you get wisdom. You get wisdom. So, Tycoon Academy, all our tycoons, when you become professionals, you will have two angles towards the profession, two aspects in the profession. One is knowledge, other is the enlightenment. If both combines together, then your output is much more and you become powerful in whatever the area or domain you are working. So this is the vision in which CSET program will be conducted. So thank you so much and all the very best. And CSET is the first step towards your CS examination. The second step is CS executive. There are 8 papers, and in professional program of CS there are again 8 papers, and you also have industry experience and working with the practical experience required post your CS final. So CS professional program, and sky is the limit. Many chartered accountants over a period of time transform themselves to company secretary to become to a level where they interact with the board members and they have become company secretaries in the country. I can show you many chartered accountants have become company secretary, full-time company secretaries. So what you think is a side course over a period of time will become main course depending upon the opportunity. Just the way you go for a buffet, and most of the time you only have starters and not the main course. So over a period of time in your life also, you think CS is a small course compared to CA. But over a period of time what will happen is, when government is going to come out with a new regulation, suddenly you will see new opportunities coming up for CS. At that time, those people who are the members of the Company Secretary Institute are the people who will capture that opportunity. Capture that opportunity. So it is very important when you do both, understand the values and understand the opportunities that is existing. You can go to the legal department, you can work with the government setup, public sector undertaking. You can also pursue your, you can also be in the academic side teaching company law. Later point of time, if you're interested, post CS, you can do law. So many things you can do, provided you have this knowledge base for the next 3 years. And all the very best. And students who are doing only exclusively CS, my recommendation is CS plus BCom corporate secretaryship you must take. If you are doing only CS plus BCom corporate secretaryship, you must enroll from correspondence or any college, whatever you wish to. So all the very best for your success, and our wishes will always be there. We will post you the next class, and thank you so much. Thank you.